This presentation today is going to show you how to make your changes for open enrollment using employee self-services. I'm going to walk you through a couple different ways that you can get into employee self-services to make your changes. So when you're here at the city and you're logged on to the city's intranet, you click on the HR page and then you can go over to the links portion of that page, and you'll click on Employee Self-Services. So it'll take you right there where you can make your changes. Another way you can make changes, more importantly, is when you're outside of work. You can also get into Employee Self-Services and make your changes. So the website is just ppgfl.com/employee. Very easy. So when you enter that website, you'll see it takes you to the employee portal. You can also log on to Employee Self-Services. So once you're logged on to Employee Self-Services, whether it's here at the city or outside at any computer, you have two choices. Either you're going to be a registered user, which most employees are, and you're going to click on that. And if you haven't ever registered for Employee Self-Services, you're going to be a new user and you're going to follow the prompts through that process. But for this exercise, I'm going to show you somebody who is already registered. You're going to click on Registered Users. It's going to ask you for your username and password. So once you enter your username and password, you will see the next page comes up that shows you the different services or options you have when you're logged into Employee Self-Services by looking at your paycheck or your W-2 or your leave usage. So you're going to click on the bottom where it says Employee Self-Services, and then up comes a screen that will have your information on it. For this purpose, this is Joe Average, just a fake employee that I created. So here in the middle, in the drop-down box, you're going to click on Benefits Enrollment. And Benefits Enrollment will only be open 2 to 3 weeks during the open enrollment time period. The next page will come up and you're going to click on Go to the Enrollment Form. So once we click on that, then it comes up to the disclaimer page, and basically it says that you understand by logging in and making any changes and making the changes through this computer that it's a binding election. So you're going to hit that you agree and continue. Now it actually takes you to the open enrollment page through Employee Self-Services, and it gives you some directions in the top of when Employee Self-Services takes place, when the elections must be elected by, and it tells you to begin the enrollment, click on the word Select in the Action column. And if you're not making any changes to your open enrollment selections, your current benefit plans, you don't need to make any changes through this process. This is only if you plan on changing your benefits. So if you look down here and you scroll down, it shows you what this person, Joe Average, is currently enrolled in. He's enrolled in the PPO plan, and he has family coverage that shows the cost. He's enrolled in the dental plan. It does say dental insurance. So anywhere under the description column where it has a name, that's a plan that you currently are enrolled in. So he also has vision, he has voluntary life for himself, and he's elected a cancer plan. Wherever it says declined, that means that Joe is not currently enrolled in those plans. So if I want to make a change, I think I want to go to the HMO plan. I'm going to click on the word select. Then what happens is it actually opens up the page for medical. So here, and when you look at the screen, it shows you a couple different areas. Under the medical coverage, it gives you a little overview. So for each plan that you're thinking about changing, it will give you an overview. It tells you that the city offers 3 different choices of health plans. It tells you what the cost is. In the upper right column, there's a links and documents section. So we have put links or documents there for you for each of the plans. So if it's Aflac, there'll be Aflac link or dental link or vision and so on. In the bottom left, this is where you can make your selection, where you want to change. So I told you I'm going to change to an HMO plan. But before I do that, I'm going to show you the rest of the screen. Over here in the middle on the right is the instructions for each page that you're thinking of changing. The instructions are not very long, but they do give you the information that you're going to need to know to make the change. So it's telling you to select one of the plans listed below. If you do not have any dependents covered, entered 0. In the dependents section, which is down below, choose the dependents to be covered by selecting yes from the drop-down menu. Okay, so read those directions. So here I'm going to select the HMO plan. And once that happens, now the benefit detail comes up. So right now it changed from everybody having coverage to no coverage. So yes, I want coverage on myself. So I'm going to select yes. I definitely want, Joe wants his spouse to have coverage, so yes on that. And Joe also has 2 children, Beth and Tom. So the dependents are the children, not the spouse. So we're going to put 2. So Joe's going to change this to yes for each one of the dependents. And then most importantly, after each page that you make a change, you're going to save your selection. Okay, so I'm saving the selection, and it takes me back to that main page where it shows me all of my benefits. So now it shows that it's a changed plan and I'm in the HMO plan. So let's look at the dental. Okay, down here it shows that Joe has the coverage, his spouse has the coverage, and only one of his children has the coverage, and that would be Lisa. Tom is a newborn and doesn't need to have dental coverage, so we're not making any changes there. In order to get back to the main page where you can make your changes, save your selection again, even though you didn't make changes. Now let's go ahead and look at the vision's the same thing, so let's go ahead and look at the life insurance. Okay, under the life insurance, it tells you you can apply for voluntary life in increments of $10,000, but you have to complete a medical history statement, okay? The medical history statement is included here under the links and documents, as well as the summary for the voluntary life insurance. So again, that section is very important. You'll see that on every page. Again, you have your instructions telling you exactly what to do, and if Joe doesn't want to make any changes, it's already no change. If he wants to make a change and increase his life insurance, he would click on that. And then it's going to tell you that you need to complete the medical history form, and you're going to need to tell us how much life insurance you want to apply for. So right now, Joe has $150,000. We're going to increase that to $200,000. And then save the selection. And then it does tell you that Joe did make a change here. If Joe wanted to apply for life insurance for his spouse, he could certainly do that by selecting that. If Joe wanted to add any Aflac plan, or if he wanted to participate in the flex spending plan, I'm going to show you that we have a dependent flex and a medical flex spending plan. So I'm going to click on the dependent flex because Joe has young children who go to a daycare facility. So what a flex spending plan does is it allows you to use pre-tax dollars to pay for your daycare expenses. So right now it says decline. Joe's going to elect it. And then what's going to pop up is now the instructions. So here are the documents. Here under the links and documents, and it says to enroll, you need to elect the annual amount that you want to participate in and set aside on a pre-tax basis. Here it tells you that you can save up to $5,000. Well, Joe pays a lot of money in his flex or his daycare, so he's going to elect the full amount of $5,000. It does tell you you need to complete the salary redirection agreement. So again, you need to read the instructions and complete that. And then also the direct deposit, if you want your money to come back, the pre-tax money to come back to you once you've had that expense, it'll come back to you directly deposited into your bank account. And I'm going to save my selection. Okay, so now it shows you that Joe has elected the dependent flex, and the $5,000 divided by his 26 paychecks is $192.31. You know what? I think Joe talked to his wife and said he didn't want that plan. So let's go ahead and decline it. And then just save your selection. So Joe changed his mind on that one, which is fine. You can certainly do that. So you can go ahead and select any plans that you want to. He has the cancer plan, and he decides he doesn't want to participate in that plan anymore, so Joe is going to decline that plan. And then he's going to save his selections. So it's as easy as that. It's just going in, following the directions, making your selections, and saving them. After you've saved all of your selections, you can go back and just preview your selections. Once you save them, it's going to take you back to that main screen and show you exactly what you have elected. You can preview preview your selections and print them out if you'd like to do that as well for your own purposes. But don't forget, open enrollment is only open for a 2 to 3 week time period, and those dates will be posted on the benefits open enrollment page. If you have any questions on enrolling, you can always contact me, Lauren Ferreira, at 799-4117. Thanks so much.